1 Chronicles 7. The sons of Issachar, Tola, Puah, Jashub and Shimron, 4 in all. The sons of Tola, Uzi, Raphiah, Jeriel, Jemai, Ibsam and Samuel, heads of their families. During the reign of David, the descendants of Tola listed as fighting men in their genealogy numbered 22,600. The son of Uzi, Izrahiah. The sons of Izrahiah, Michael, Obadiah, Joel, and Isha. All 5 of them were chiefs. According to their family genealogy, they had 36,000 men ready for battle, for they had many wives and children. The relatives who were fighting men belonging to all the clans of Issachar, as listed in their genealogy, were 87,000 in all. 3 sons of Benjamin, Bela, Becher, and Jediel. The sons of Bela, Esben, Uzi, Uziel, Jeremoth, and Eri, heads of families, 5 in all. Their genealogical record listed 22,034 fighting men. The sons of Becher, Zemirah, Joash, Eliezer, Elionai, Omri, Jeremoth, Abiyah, Anatoth, and Alemeth. All these were the sons of Becher. Their genealogical record listed the heads of families and 20,200 fighting men. The son of Jediel, Bilhan. The sons of Bilhan, Jeish, Benjamin, Ehud, Kenanah, Zethan, Tarshish, and Ahishahar. All these sons of Jediel were heads of families. There were 17,200 fighting men ready to go out to war. The Shuppites and Huppites were the descendants of Ir, and the Hushites the descendants of Aher. The sons of Naphtali, Jahertziel, Guni, Jezer and Shillem, the descendants of Bilhah. The descendants of Manasseh, Azriel was his descendant through his Aramean concubine. She gave birth to Machir the father of Gilead. Machir took a wife from among the Huppites and Shuppites. His sister's name was Maacah. Another descendant was named Zelophehad, who had only daughters. Machir's wife Maacah gave birth to a son and named him Peresh. His brother was named Sheresh, and his sons were Ulam and Racham. The son of Ulam, Beden. These were the sons of Gilead son of Machir, the son of Manasseh. His sister Hameleketh gave birth to Ishhod, Abizer, and Malah. The sons of Shemida were, Hahian, Shechem, Leki, and Aniam. The descendants of Ephraim, Shuthelah, Bered his son, Tahat his son, Elida his son, Tahat his son, Zabad his son and Shuthelah his son. Ezer and Elid were killed by the native-born men of Gath, when they went down to seize their livestock. Their father Ephraim mourned for them many days, and his relatives came to comfort him. Then he made love to his wife again, and she became pregnant and gave birth to a son. He named him Beriah, because there had been misfortune in his family. His daughter was Shira, who built Lower and Upper Beth Horon as well as Uzan Shira. Repha was his son, Resheph his son, Telah his son, Tahan his son, Ladan his son, Ammihud his son, Elishama his son, Nun his son and Joshua his son. Their lands and settlements included Bethel and its surrounding villages, Naran to the east, Gezer and its villages to the west, and Shechem and its villages all the way to Aial and its villages. Along the borders of Manasseh were Beth-shan, Tanakh, Megiddo, and Dor, together with their villages. The descendants of Joseph son of Israel lived in these towns. The sons of Asher, Imnah, Ishva, Ishvi, and Beriah. Their sister was Sarah. The sons of Beriah, Heber and Malchiel, who was the father of Berzaith. Heber was the father of Japhlet, Shomer and Hotham and of their sister Shua. The sons of Japhlet, Pasach, Bimhal, and Ashvath. These were Japhlet's sons. The sons of Shomer, Ahi, Roga, Hubba, and Aram. The sons of his brother Helam, Zophah, Imnah, Shelesh, and Amal. The sons of Zophah, Swa, Harnepher, Shul, Beri, Imrah, Butzer, Had, Shammah, Shilshah, Ithran, and Bera. The sons of Cheter, Jephunneh, Pispa, and Ara. The sons of Ulah, Ara, Haniel, and Rijah. All these were descendants of Asher, heads of families, choice men, brave warriors and outstanding leaders. The number of men ready for battle, as listed in their genealogy, was 26,000. 1 Chronicles 8. Benjamin was the father of Bela his firstborn, Ashbel the second son, Ahara the third, Noah the fourth and Rapha the fifth. The sons of Bela were, Adar, Jerah, Abihud, Avishua, Naaman, Ahoah, Jerah, Shephuthun, and Huram. These were the descendants of Ehud, who were heads of families of those living in Geba and were deported to Manahath. Naaman, Ahijah, and Jerah, who deported them and who was the father of Uzzah and Ahihud. Sons were born to Shaharim in Moab after he had divorced his wives Hushim and Bara. By his wife Hodesh he had Jobab, Zebiah, Mesha, Malcolm, Jeuz, Sakiah, and Mirma. These were his sons, heads of families. By Hushim he had Abitub and Elpaal. The sons of Elpaal, Eber, Misham, Shemd, who built Ono and Lod with its surrounding villages, and Beriah and Shema, who were heads of families of those living in Ayalon and who drove out the inhabitants of Gath. Ahio, Shishak, Jeremoth, Zebediah, Arad, Eder, Michael, Ishba and Hoa were the sons of Beriah. Zebediah, Meshullam, Iski, Haber, Ishmerai, Itzla and Jobab were the sons of Elpaal. Yakim, Zikri, Zabdi, Elini, Zilithai, Eliel, Adaiah, Beriah and Shimrath were the sons of Shimei. Ishban, Eber, Eliel, Abdon, Zikri, Hanan, Hananiah, Elam, and Thothijah. Ifdiah and Penel were the sons of Shishak. Shamsharai, Shahariah, Athaliah, Jereshiah, Elijah and Zikri were the sons of Jeroham. All these were heads of families, chiefs as listed in their genealogy, and they lived in Jerusalem. Jael the father of Gibeon lived in Gibeon. His wife's name was Maacah. And his firstborn son was Abdon, followed by Zur, Kish, Baal, Ner, Nadab, Gedor, Ahio, Zeker, and Mikloth, who was the father of Shemiah. They too lived near their relatives in Jerusalem. Ner was the father of Kish, Kish the father of Saul, and Saul the father of Jonathan, Malchishua, Abinadab and Eshbaal. The son of Jonathan, Merib-Baal, who was the father of Micah. The sons of Micah, Piton, Melech, Tereah, and Ahaz. Ahaz was the father of Jehoiada, Jehoiada was the father of Alemeth, Asmaveth, and Zimri was the father of Moza. Moza was the father of Beniah, Rapha was his son, Eleasa his son and Azel his son. Azel had 6 sons, and these were their names, Azrikam, Bokeru, Ishmael, Shariah, Obadiah, and Hanan. All these were the sons of Azel. The sons of his brother Eshek, Ulam his firstborn, Jeish the second son and Eliphalet the third. The sons of Ulam were brave warriors who could handle the bow. They had many sons and grandsons, 150 in all. All these were the descendants of Benjamin. 1 Chronicles. But you have rejected, you have spurned, you have been very angry with your anointed one. You have renounced the covenant with your servant and have defiled his crown in the dust. You have broken through all his walls and reduced his strongholds to ruins. All who pass by have plundered him, he has become the scorn of his neighbors. You have exalted the right hand of his foes, you have made all his enemies rejoice. Indeed, you have turned back the edge of his sword and have not supported him in battle. You have put an end to his splendor and cast his throne to the ground. You have cut short the days of his youth, you have covered him with a mantle of shame. Romans 13. Let everyone be subject to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except that which God has established. The authorities that exist have been established by God. Consequently, whoever rebels against the authority is rebelling against what God has instituted, and those who do so will bring judgment on themselves. For rulers hold no terror for those who do right, but for those who do wrong. Do you want to be free from fear of the one in authority? Then do what is right and you will be commended. For the one in authority is God's servant for your good. But if you do wrong, be afraid, for rulers do not bear the sword for no reason. They are God's servants, agents of wrath to bring punishment on the wrongdoer. Therefore, it is necessary to submit to the authorities, not only because of possible punishment but also as a matter of conscience. This is also why you pay taxes, for the authorities are God's servants, who give their full time to governing. Give to everyone what you owe them. If you owe taxes, pay taxes; if revenue, then revenue; if respect, then respect; if honor, then honor. Let no debt remain outstanding, except the continuing debt to love one another, for whoever loves others has fulfilled the law. The commandments: you shall not commit adultery, you shall not murder, you shall not steal, you shall not covet, and whatever other command there may be, are summed up in this one command: love your neighbor as yourself. Love does no harm to a neighbor. Therefore love is the fulfillment of the law. And do this, understanding the present time, the hour has already come for you to wake up from your slumber, because our salvation is nearer now than when we first believed. The night is nearly over, the day is almost here. So let us put aside the deeds of darkness and put on the armor of light. Let us behave decently, as in the daytime, not in carousing and drunkenness, not in sexual immorality and debauchery, not in dissension and jealousy. Rather, clothe yourselves with the Lord Jesus Christ, and do not think about how to gratify the desires of the flesh,